Engine 207 copies, thanks.
We're canceled. Do you guys want to cruise down to Mod
There's
since we're out?
What are they doing? These guys are fighting. To the left.
Oh, hey, anybody see that vehicle that took off?
No.
Gosh, dang it. We got a physical assault over here. Start PD. For Dobson and Southern, we have a physical assault going on in the street. Patient is in a physical fight.
Are they actually fighting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got her
She's
ass
bleeding.
kicked.
I copy. I'll give him a call.
We did not. We saw the end. Are you okay?
Can I get this? Do you have something that I can
Let's have a
like-
seat, hon.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Hey, we'll sit on the bench, okay?
I just need something.
What happened?
I was in a car accident.
Help her make a call if she needs to contact somebody.
Yeah, you got it. If you can, okay.
I was in a car accident. The person was like, well, give me some money and I will, like, I won't call
Those
the
people
police.
that just did that?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, here's $30. Like, that's all they requested, so I was like, here's $30.
Do you recall what kind of vehicle it was?
So,
Did you happen to see the vehicle? Gray truck? Okay. Hi, we were just got canceled on a call. Saw this lady getting beat up by, I guess there was a small car accident. And the people said, give us any money you have and we won't report it. She went to give them money and they grabbed her phone and wallet and then beat her.
Oh.
We just saw that part and they took off.
Did you get any
We did
look
not
at
catch the
car?
vehicle. I was past all of it and looked back. It took off. They did take her phone, so with any luck, they can track the phone.
Okay.
But chaos. Sorry, we just pulled upon this and literally did a U-turn.
Do you think you lost consciousness at all?
No.
We only caught the end of it, so I didn't fully see everything.
I don't think I lost consciousness, but I don't remember the beginning of it. Like, I just,
And the only place that hurts right now is in your mouth. You got a cut on your mouth.
It's a personal situation with PD now that other people had called in. We were lucky we were able to treat her medically. She appears to be okay physically, just has a cut lip and some elevated vitals, but she does not want to go to the hospital. And that's it. It's in PD's hands now to have do some investigating.
They're saying multiple vehicles, one vehicle on top of another one. Unknown if anybody's trapped.
Oh, this could be good. Okay, guys.
Be careful on the freeway.
There's a lot of damage up there.
Jake, you want to check these first couple? Yeah. I'll go check the far one. She's still in there? Engine 207 to 11.
Engine 211.
Upgrade this to a major med and give us a tactical channel.
CDEC 2.
Copy, CDEC 2. Sir, were you in this vehicle? Was it just you? Are you injured at all?
Yes, sir.
Go. Okay.
They're not injured.
Hello, ma'am. Were you the only one in this vehicle? Are you injured? Neck hurts? Okay. Try to hold your neck as still as you can. We'll be right with you, okay?
What do you got? I'm gonna cut this airbag out of the way, buddy, so I can talk to you, okay? We're gonna do that. What we're gonna do, so you know, we're gonna use some tools and we're gonna cut that side of the car and we're gonna move you out on a board, all right? Where are you hurting?
Just my lower back.
Okay, did you lose any consciousness?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay.
You guys start getting some spread.
Hey, what are we doing, boys? What do we need cut?
Cut that hinge right there.
wanting to take him? Are you thinking backboard or just?
Yeah, let's do the backboard. So we'll just slide it over here, and when you're ready. We got one. All right.
All right. Somebody take C-spine. All right. There you go. Just lay back. Let us lay back. Lay back. Hands across his chest. You guys got the gurney? Yes. All right, buddy. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, overall driver of the red vehicle is pretty lucky. Another foot of impingement from that rear vehicle, and it would have been much more sustained extrication. A lot of the injuries probably would have been much more severe. Probably wouldn't have been talking to us when we cut him out.
I saw brake lights here, so I swerved over, and I went into the other lane, hit my brakes a little. I didn't have time. I wasn't paying attention enough. I didn't have time to stop.
So we need another backboard over here.
We can readjust. You got legs.
Right here. Coming down. We got the patient extricated. Ladder 201 extricated him out of this vehicle here that had the pickup on top of it. The young lady here in front was complaining of lower back pain. Both are going to go to a local trauma center, be there in just a couple minutes. But both were conscious, alert, moving all extremities. So 10, 15 years ago, this probably would have been a fatality. But with all the safety devices that they're coming out with vehicles now, with airbags, side airbags, curtain airbags, even just the way the cars are built, they were very fortunate they weren't hurt worse, but a lot of it had to do with the construction of the new vehicles.
So we are headed to meet up with PD, who has they're out with the intoxicated man on the side of the road. So I don't know if he's been pulled over, if he's walking.
Oh my God!
Hey,
when
buddy.
did I become the guy?
We're the fire department, okay, man? We just got called out to check you out, so if you had a little...
When did I become this guy?
He was in a bus.
Oh.
Passed out. The bus driver tried to wake him up, and he wouldn't get off the bus.
Oh.
So he finally got off the bus, but then he was stumbling around, almost fell on the roadway. So
That's how you guys got hurt.
yeah, here we are.
Look at me. Is there anything bothering you right now medically?
The fact that I don't know what the is going on is medically. No.
Okay.
Why the is it so big?
Because you're having a hard time walking.
Yo, I'm drunk.
Well, I know you're drunk, man, but we don't want you to get hit by a car. What's your address?
Does it matter? Like,
Well, yeah, because we're going to try to figure out how to get you home.
Then it literally does not matter. Your job is not your job. What are you doing? I wasn't ready for that.
96, your blood sugar's good.
Oh, I know. You know what? I'm taking a nap right here. I don't know what I did. What did I do?
You can sign our form, and we're going to leave you alone because you know who you are, right? And all this form is saying that you don't want to go to the hospital with us.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not signing anything. I literally.
That by signing that means that we all go away.
I got blacked out in here. You're a cool guy. You're a cool guy. You're more irritated.
Hi, Dr. Godwin. This is Chris on Engine 207. He is intoxicated. Okay, we'll bring him in. We'll be there in about 15 minutes or so. We still got to call him. So. Okay, thank you. In Arizona, we don't have a public intoxication law, and so the officers aren't allowed to, take people in for being intoxicated. They have to have broke a trespassing law or something like that. And so a lot of times we get stuck in the middle. If we can't get a hold of a family member or somebody that can take responsibility for them, then we have to take them to the hospital because they're a danger to, walking into traffic and getting hurt.
That's not even funny.
I talked to our doctor, I told him you were out here, then you didn't want our help. The emergency room doctor.
Oh, the ER doctor.
Yep.
I don't like him.
Well, you can tell him that because we're gonna go see him.
Are we?
Yep.
Who's we?
You and me.
Like, why can I not just be here?
Because you wouldn't sign
Oh.
and you were stumbling around, so the doctor would now like to see you. Okay?
Oh, when do I get out?
As soon as the doctor says you're fine.
Hey man, I'll help you out. No. Oh.
There you go. Just have a seat on that credit card.
I don't want to be on.
You don't have a choice. Have a seat, man.
Sit down, buddy.
Sit back.
Right down. There you go.
Now lean that way.
Lead that way.
There you go. Keep going.
Way softer.
There you
Keep
go.
going. Keep going.
This is the most ridiculous thing.
We're gonna put some seatbelts on you, okay?
Fortunately, he was okay with going in, so that was kind of best case scenario. And he's protected now too.
Hey, I like your hair.
Thank you.
Are you uber blind? You are a cutie. How you doing? Are you single?
No.
Oh.
We'll be in lanes 2, 3, 4, Val Vista off-ramp, access from Greenfield. Red Honda SUV hits a tree. I don't even know where there's a tree on the freeway.
Right, at 234.
Right.
It's 234, that doesn't make sense.
Will be Val Vista off-ramp, engine 205 alarm.
Engine 205.
So as we approach the Val Vista off-ramp, 60 westbound, there's a huge backup on the actual freeway. Are we sure this is coming up off of the freeway?
Alarm to engine 205. That's affirmative. It is going to be on the freeway per DPS.
Oh, on the freeway. Okay.
Copy, okay, on the freeway, thank you. Oh yeah, there's a tree in the middle of the road. You see that green tree up there?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So this is very unique. We have a car that hit a tree that from where the tree came, no one knows. Perhaps out of a truck, but there's a tree in the middle of the freeway.
So where's our car?
I don't know.
Over there, it looks like.
Oh yeah, let's pull it off. You good, Beth? We're good? Okay. Yeah, good idea. Perfect. All right. Why don't we just block this? You're not hurt? What happened?
I swerved over and the lady said behind me, I came over. She said that it looked like I fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep, went over, hit the edge there, came up the side and came back down.
Who said you fell asleep?
The lady that pulled over.
How about we check you out?
These are old injuries from an accident. Like I said, these are just scrapes and bruises. I'm absolutely fine.
All right.
You know, you have an accident on the freeway, but it doesn't typically involve a tree. So when we got to it, we weren't really sure what we were dealing with. Turns out the kid hit the tree coming down off the off-ramp and brought the tree all the way down into the middle of the freeway. So it was a very unique situation.
He says that some lady stopped, says that it looked like he fell asleep or passed out or something happened, and somehow managed to drive up the embankment, hit that tree. Obviously, you saw this huge tree was in the middle of the, 2 and 3 lanes? We drug it off to the side, obviously. Okay. Did you notice us?
So where did you hit the tree at?
I hit a tree coming up here. She said I hit the embankment and rolled up.
He doesn't have any injuries other than those left-hand abrasions. Really, to be quite honest with you, he's very lucky. Had he not been wearing a seatbelt, I think there's a pretty good chance he could have been ejected from the vehicle. You know, the bottom line is if you do this job long enough, you're going to see just about everything there is to see, and today was a very unique call.
We're responding to a motor vehicle accident on the freeway. It's on the off-ramp from the 101 to the 60. Engine 207 alarm.
Engine 207, go ahead.
Start main rescue, please.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Be real careful here, guys.
I'm gonna pinch everybody over a little bit.
I'll be up there in a second. I'm gonna throw some cones.
Slow down. Gosh, dang. We're on the off ramp, so the traffic's crazy.
So he's complaining of some head and some neck pain in his back. He's shaking pretty good, but obviously he's on a cold surface. He's got that swelling to his eye that's increasing. Both were in the vehicle, both were in their seatbelt.
He's okay?
It seems like it. I haven't gotten that. Okay.
You put a collar on, we'll lift your head. Let me do the work.
Attention 237, that's a negative. Okay.
Hey, Nate. He wasn't restrained. That seatbelt's loose. Looks like it hit the barrier over there and then bounced over here. We got heavy damage to the vehicle. The driver's injuries were minor, but it sounds like he was wearing his seatbelt. The passenger, on the other hand, had a little bit more serious of injuries. He was not restrained when the accident happened. So we're taking him as a level 1 to the local trauma center. The driver of the vehicle we're going to take to the same trauma center so they can be together.
Oh, we just had another wreck right behind us.
Holy shit. Wow. Oh!
You can see what kind of speed they're coming around that corner.
Did she say she was okay?
She popped right out of the car, told the cop.
The scary thing on these calls is the traffic out here. We got people driving around here 60 miles per hour. We got a scene set up. We use our truck to block, and we use cones to kind of keep people away from our scene, but we got to be super careful. These are the most dangerous calls we go on in this career.
So we're responding to a traffic collision. They just reported that they do have a people trapped, and they have 2 major injuries.
86, confirm you copy, tax 7.
Got 1 person over here, full arrest, and then we'll see if we got other people trapped.
Just by looking at it, looks like it wasn't necessarily a head-on collision, maybe a side swipe where maybe a vehicle was turning in front of another vehicle. So in this vehicle here, we have 1 person trapped. We have a firefighter in there caring for the patient. And then these other 2 firefighters here will start using what we call the jaws of life to free the patient from the vehicle. We're trying to get him out of there as quick as we can. We have what we call the golden hour from the time of the accident that occurred to get this person to a trauma center. Cool.
So, the door's done.
Unfortunately, his legs are pinned inside the vehicle. So what they're going to try to do next is make some relief cuts on the floor so they can start moving that, pretty much that engine compartment away from his legs. We're pretty close on the golden hour. Unfortunately, 1 patient on arrival was pronounced dead. We had 1 patient traumatic full arrest, transported to a local hospital, and the patient that we just extricated from the vehicle will be transported via helicopter in critical condition.
We're heading to a vehicle accident, minivan into center divide, then off the roadway. Per sheriff's, 1 person unconscious.
Solo occupant in the driver's seat right now, bleeding from the head a little bit.
Do we have anyone else in the car?
No, no one else in the car. Solo vehicle only. Solo.
All right, so right now we got a solo vehicle. 1 occupant. We got to cut him out of these bushes here so we can further assess. Yeah, Jonah's inside. Jonah's inside, okay. Okay, we're gonna get some IV stuff and we're gonna start our assessment in there and start giving them IV fluids. Just need blood sugar check. Yep. Here you go, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna try to
You want to take this right here?
Yeah, have Tone take this. We'll just come out straight. Right here, Tone. Right there.
Be able to hold the gurney.
Yeah, more time. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Is responding to you at all?
No.
Nice and
Slow,
easy.
slow, slow.
Yep. So right now we're gonna go code 3 UC Davis. Patient is unconscious. So we're gonna get some IVs and get them going.
One vehicle was driving erratically, hit the center divide, and ended up on the side of the road in a bunch of berry bushes. So we had to extricate him by making access with a chainsaw. We were able to extricate him and get him to our local trauma facility.
Hey guys, I'm Matt Iseman from Live Rescue. Subscribe to A&E for more videos and catch full episodes on aetv.com.